Let's go on to basketball because it's Shea Day in Hamilton. The city is honoring hometown hero Shay Gilgeous-Alexander today after his incredible NBA season. The Oklahoma City Thunder guard won the NBA championship, the finals MVP, the regular season MVP, and the league scoring title. A free public rally will take place at 3 o'clock this afternoon at Hamilton Stadium. Mayor Andrea Horvath will bestow Gilgeous-Alexander with the key to the city. And Gilgeous-Alexander visited patients at SickKids Hospital yesterday. He brought the Larry O'Brien Trophy with him and took part in a basketball-themed bingo game before meeting with some of the children and their families. All right, NBA TV host Akil Augustine joins us now live with his thoughts on Shea Day. Let's give Gilgeous-Alexander all of the flowers today, right?
I mean, yeah, deservedly so, right? Coming off his championship, he's been on a whirlwind tour. Him and his family and friends have been out in Hamilton and Toronto, taking in all the festivities as good old GTA kids. But yeah, this is a big summer for him financially, professionally, and it's deserved. And I think playing as far away as Oklahoma City, I think it's very important that he has moments like this, back home.
What are you expecting to see today, Akil? Obviously, the hope is there's going to be thousands of people coming out to celebrate Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and just his remarkable achievements this year. What are you watching for?
Well, I mean, he's had a similar event earlier this summer, right? So it's all about community. Shay's really been big with his dad, the No Flukes organization, doing a lot of community work. I think they had Allen Iverson out a couple of days ago, ran a free camp. So I think expect a lot for the kids. I think Shay's going to make himself really available. He's really trying to be present in the community that's brought him up and that's held him up as a star in the NBA. Even before he kind of arrived as the MVP, Canada's been his #1 supporter, big part of Canada basketball. So again, I think you're just going to see Canada basketball activate a lot of his brand partners and sponsors really try to activate around this very important time in his career.
I know you've covered Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for a long time. How important, Akil, are his roots, his Hamilton roots, to him as a person, as a player, to where he's come from, and to where he chooses to give back?
I mean, you see it so evident in where he spends his time when he talks about where he is with his family, his Jane Finch roots, his Hamilton roots. I think it's close to his heart simply because a lot of these young kids, when they're playing basketball, especially high-level GTA talent, you oftentimes have to go away to the United States. And there is that kind of rift between like the American development pipeline and the Canadians. There's an identity difference definitely between us and our brothers and sisters to the South. And so I think as a guy who's come in and always been like recognized as a Canadian first in the basketball world, because, you say, oh, where's that guy from? He's from LA, he's from New York, he's from wherever. It's like the Canadian guys get that. I think it used to be a source of, insecurity, but now with the amount of basketball stars and success the nation's had, it's a source of pride. And for, I think, Shai, he's as big a part of building that in young Canadian basketball players. And today's going to be a part of, continuing to build that identity and that pride that we have in our success in this game.
I love that answer, Akil, because you're right. There's been so many more, and we see them every year, more and more basketball stars coming from across the country from the GTA chase. That begs my next question. How do you think that, coupled with his presence in his hometown, Jane Finch, his charity with his dad, how do you think it inspires the kids playing basketball now, the next generation, hopefully, of these NBA stars?
Well, it is. The Canadians were inspired. We've been inspired for a while. We're fortunate enough to live close enough to the border that we get a lot of the American media, and they love their NFL and their basketball. But basketball's a game that's really resonated with the Canadian fans. And so we've had this steady trickle of talent. These pipelines have developed within AAU, prep school. And now I think the role that Shai plays is because you can, a lot of guys inspire. Like getting to the league is inspiring, getting to the NCAA is inspiring. But this is another level. This is the best player in the world, because that's usually what you recognize the MVP of the NBA as it is the premier basketball league in the world. This is the best player in the world coming from your country, an extremely young age. There's a big roadway ahead of him in terms of time to continue to develop and grow. So it's crazy to me because we didn't have that. Like, we had Steve Nash when I was younger, arrive and be an MVP, but it was kind of removed. He had to go to Santa Clara, and he's also not from like the GTA. So it was kind of removed for us, but for the ground level kids in the GTA and the surrounding area, we all share similar stories to Shay. A lot of us are Caribbean background or immigrant background, playing in similar leagues. The AAU pipeline is spread throughout the GTA. So it's a weird type of inspiration. It's like the next level. I can't speak to it because I'm not 14, 15, 8, 9, but I can remember when Steve did his thing, how inspiring it was for us. And this is beyond that.
Akil Augustine giving me goosebumps here in the studio with his answers this morning. And thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.